Previously on Blackwave's trial, since Blackwave was arrested by the Autobot known as Prowl and his Predictabot goons, I have been given the task to set aside a defense for our beloved Decepticon in hopes of getting him acquitted. This job would have been easier if it wasn't for that bougie-ass bot and his stickler of a lawyer.
But where's the fun in that? We got him on the ropes, didn't we?
After cross-examining one of these self-proclaimed victims of the event, I have revealed to the court that it was Officer Prowl that has brought us into Autobot territory. And now, we will expose the Autobot for creating such falsehoods against their beloved Decepticon brethren. We don't fuck with them like that. Beloved friend.
I love me this rowdy. It's funny as hell.
Let's just get this crap over with. Shit, my stupid belt. Officer Prowl, do you hate Decepticons?
Objection! Oh, please.
Sustained. Would you confidently say that on your reports, Blackwave here shot Sideswipe with prejudice?
Of course he did! Both Ratchet and First Aid confirmed the blaster wounds came from his blaster!
And can you confidently state that Sideswipe's death was truly caused by my client's unprovoked violent action, given what Power Glide here shared with us?
I believe it was.
This brings me to my starting point, before I was interrupted. Are you saying this to be the case, simply because Blackwave is a Decepticon?
Yes.
So, even after the stalemate, after Starscream's truce, you would still assume most Decepticons are incapable of recognizing this stalemate?
Judge, this is going nowhere. What is the point of this babble?
The point is that the concept of this trial is a shady attempt to lock away certain, if not all, Decepticons, regardless of this stalemate.
Hold it! On what basis?
Based on your falsehoods and convoluted accusations.
Sound Blaster has been a violent criminal since the dawn of the war.
Looking at his record, he took no part in the violence Megatron led his troops to commit.
But he has been a loose cannon on the streets, damaging our society. Hell, I had to track him down here on Earth, where he's been running rampant. He deserves to be put behind bars.
But does the purpose of this trial involve condemning him for those allegations, or solely for the death of Sideswipe? Perhaps your tactic is to lock him up for crimes that he has not been charged with in this courtroom, instead of focusing on what the crime Hot Rod is accusing him of. Trespassing, property damage, and, as the humans would call it, first-degree murder. However, I will clear my client of these allegations as he has only reacted in self-defense against a hyperactive, gun-ho elite guard Autobot. The property damage occurred when your Predictabot squadron subdued him, and, not to mention, we never trespassed on Autobot territory because it was you who had allowed us passage, Officer Prowl?
Oh my god, you stink.
You... Damn it!
You did state that no one was supposed to die, correct? You knew of Sound Blaster's whereabouts as you sent him to that location. So why arrest him, then produce such a ludicrous allegation and create such a biased report for the Autobots to believe? A common Autobot tactic to defame us Decepticons, Your Honor.
Hold it! I'd like to speak with the officer.
I allow it.
Prowl, where exactly in your reports did you say this happened?
He
was with Barricade and I.
Hey, I'm talking! You can't give the testimony as his lawyer.
Were you there with Sound Blaster and Barricade before Sideswipe's death? Did you allow them into Autobot territory?
Yes, I did.
Given your position, Officer Prowl, one might have expected stricter adherence to protocol. Allowing such breaches undermines the very system we aim to protect. I have No further questions, Your Honor.
There is one more witness I would like to have testify. Who do you call? I call Zundercracker. Could you recall what transpired between Prowl and Barricade that day? What agreement was made?
It was actually between Blitzface and that cop bot. It happened weeks after my bitchy brother kept yapping about our depleted energon since we returned to Earth. He sent me and Blitz to scour for some, but we ain't find jack shit. I told him we should hit up my old connection, Blackwave.
Would you like to elaborate on what you mean by old connection? What does that apply to?
Objection! That is irrelevant. Sustained.
How you like it, little bitch?
So I went to do exactly what my brother was bitching at me to do. I went with Blitzwing and went to go hit up Blackwave. Then Blackwave ain't really had what we wanted. He told us about how the Autobots held a shit ton of energon at their base, hauled in from Cybertron. He suggested we steal the shit, but three heads there decided on another plan. He says, let's talk to the Autobots civilly. There's no need for violence. Maybe they'll listen. When we ended up talking to Prowl, that's when we had to get Barricade to bail us out. The two idiots started playing a card game and basically Barricade wins.
Oh, it was a pile workout game.
A shit cheater is what he is. Frag off.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you.
Someone's a sword.
And someone's a cheating bitch.
You two get the fuck out of my courtroom if y'all keep acting like this. Don't really have a brain case rip on your vocal processors.
My bad, Your Excellency.
Enough! When you talk to me, you shut your mouth.
The witness may continue.
After Prowl lost, Barricade wagered that we should be allowed to pass into Autobot territory peacefully and supply ourselves with as much energon as we needed.
As much as you were allowed.
Officer, shut it.
Sorry.
Also, Barricade got Starscream to draft out the truce he announced after Buckethead's death, ensuring that the current Decepticons under his command, at the very least, are pardoned for their crimes during the war. And from what I know, according to Iacon law, if an officer signs any documentation regarding a notarized contract regarding crimes, criminal records, or pardons,
They become official.
Do you have proof of this documentation? Surely you can procure this written truce.
Well, of course. You didn't think I'd come into this trial without anything signed, sealed, and ready to blow up in your face.
Prowl signed the treaty, though he wasn't on board with it since, as you know, he has a prejudice against Decepticons.
Not to mention highly aggressive for an Autobot.
Prowl held on to the documents last time I saw it.
I also have contract bill surprise. I witnessed to the signing.
What is this?
A surprise. Here's a figure out.
Here, take your stupid treaty. I acknowledged it. I greatly appreciate this, Officer Prowl. This treaty only applies to Starscream soldiers. No other cons that you gear shafts recruit afterwards. Noted.
Exhibit B, your treaty. I was truly proud to share the official copy, so I have this there.
And the debacle was captured by no other than Reflector themselves. Bring them to the stand.
We can't believe you took us away from our money so we dragged into your bullshit.
Why don't you do me a favor and play nice?
I won't kill you until we are the engine block and bring your servers into a pretzel.
No. Reflector, give us the details.
Well, it all started when... And why are you speak? Your voice is in my ears.
Ugh. Shitty Cybertronians.
That's uncalled for.
Yeah, and hurtful.
Just speak.
Anyways, when B got the green light, he told us to keep track of Blackwave and Thundercracker since they were sent in by Blitzwing to retrieve the Energon. Everyone got the memo, except the elite guard.
Hey, Sideswipe, I think we got something.
Can it wait? I ain't come down here to work. I came to get away from Magnus.
That why you sporting a new vehicle mode?
So you peep my new treads? You like them?
I don't care. I'm here to make sure that things are in order and
you're chilling with me, so cool your exhaust. I was you born in Conehead.
I am not a conehead. I'm... Great golly! Decepticons! We got cons in the airspace.
We witnessed the entire thing to ensure that our Decepticon brothers had a safe transport. Barricade's orders.
Sideswipe, we have to alert HQ now.
I believe in you, little guy. You can take them both.
I'm not little, Damn it!
The small fry shot at Thundercracker, which triggered Blackwave to shoot his ass.
Alright, let's go. Gonna pay for that con.
You little shit. That little shit's been kicking Blackwave's tailpipe. That's when Thundercracker had to step in. That guy was getting his ass beat. I will say, the little bitch put up a fight. So, I'm glad that fucker's dead. Fuck the elite guard.
Okay. Man, fuck you, Siamese triplet motherfucker. The elite guards will stomp your shit.
Hot Rod, compose yourself.
Oh, did he turn into bitchy royal scrap, baby?
You gonna cry?
How remarkably refined of you, you incessantly vexing trilogue simpleton.
You guys are breastfeeding me, you boring ass stickler.
Hey, you better not touch him, Blitzwing.
What are you gonna do? Arrest him too, you racist?
Barricade, I'm tired of you pissing me off.
You piss me off all the time when you meddle in my affairs.
I hate you. I hate the fact that you're my brother.
Oh, cry me a river.
Justice for Sideswipe.
Oh, you suck. You're so buff.
Order in the court. Hey, shut up.
Wait till we take this shit to Cybertron. I'm gonna convince the council to shoot all you Decepticons.
Why'd you bring your shitty ass over here, you fucking privileged bot? I'll fucking put two in your fucking shit.
I'm down, little girl. You don't realize.
I freaking hate you, Barricade. If you do this again, I swear you're lucky that Quintesson is there. I would have beat you up by now.
You were showing me last time and stuff. I sent out to do a goddamn clean for him. The goddamn stupid bitch ass bot.
I wanna see the fight. I wanna see the fight. I wanna see the fight. Order in the court. Shut up, I say.
Oh, you suck.
Now that everything's been sorted and the court is silenced, I need to hear the closing statements of the plaintiff and defendants before we can cast judgment.
This just ain't right, man. How long are we gonna sit here and act like just cause Megabum's in the dirt, the rest of the cons ain't responsible for shit? I just hope Screen can do something about y'all because it just wasn't fair that Sideswipe got taken offline and we should just turn a blind optic. These cons have been trying to fuck up our way of life. Sideswipe was my best friend. He was gonna be my number 2 when I become a prime. And I wasn't even the only one affected. Judge, his brother Sunstreaker has to live knowing that if you let Sound Blaster walk, he will feel very dreadful. That con stole his brother's future.
According to Prowl's reports on Sound Blaster, Blackwave Ash Eccles himself, this Decepticon, was a criminal all his life, from the war crimes on Cybertron down to his misdemeanors here on Earth.
I agree.
Commander, what are you doing?
Working with Prowl, we've made it our mission to keep Earth a peaceful place since the first Cybertronian battles in our world. This Decepticon has disrupted that peace in our cities. By human standards, we would have locked him away for good. It'll be a damn shame if you let the Decepticon free to repeat the same crimes, like killing that Autobot.
Hold it!
Maybe we take a testimony from the cockroaches.
You're right. We should squish him.
As the humans have stated, consider Sound Blaster's nature as you make your judgment, Quintesson.
My judgment will be absolute and sound. Would a defendant have anything they want to add?
All I gotta say is Lil Pump deserved it cause he fucked up when he shot first. If I wanted to pop bitch Glaze little ass, he would've gotten the smoke too. When I get out, you better pray that I'm not on Cybertron, cause ooh, you not gonna...
Here's my bargain, Your Honor. If you persecute Blackwave, I suggest a minimum of 517 orbital cycles, then several hundred stellar cycles of probation.
Objection! I recommend confinement until the onset of rust as a fitting judgment to his blatant threats against my client.
Objection! Your client's behavior is as emotionally charged as Blackwave's reaction.
That's not the point.
Silence, both of you. I will now deliberate.
We heard your plea.
We took into consideration your testimonies.
You're also pissed me off when you all disrupted the court. And thus we have concluded you Cybertronians are all insufferable.
The verdict is...
Hold it! Look!
My sincerest apologies, Quintesson, but I'm here for Master Horror.
No more disruptions.
No.
What is this?
Dad, you're here?
Why is there a Quintesson here?
Optimus Prime, we long to judge you.
Who sent you here? Release him.
The Decepticons brought the judge here to try a Sound Blaster for murdering an elite guard member.
He was supposed to be taken to Cybertron by the Protectobots. Why are you here?
Your, son got into a little mix-up with the Decepticons.
I'm suing the cons for killing Sideswipe.
Why did you involve yourself with the Decepticons when you were specifically instructed to stay away from Earth?
Well, Dad, I thought I could help make sure the cons stay in check. I thought helping Prowl would have been a proactive thing a Prime would have done it.
Be silent. You brought my son here.
Sir,
You involved my son on your little escapades with these Decepticons without my knowledge. What is the meaning of this court session?
This proceeding refers to the Decepticon Sound Blaster versus Hot Rod of the Elite Guard for the murder of Sideswipe, by which I will sentence him to life in your stockade, with the possibility of being pardoned. Before we allow your troops to take this Decepticon, your officer bot has informed the court of a treaty written by and signed by him. Because they have involved the Quintessons, we have chosen to observe your kind once again during this era. We must now know that you
Optimus Prime, acknowledge this treaty. I do. Excellent. We stand by our judgment.
Yo, what is this?
Hell yeah, we won!
Shut it. We're leaving.
You show that man.
Optimus, I can explain.
I'll deal with you and your mistake later.